So if you're Nunu, which one of your teammates is Willump?
Think quad because it's the only one that I could like lift on my arms or whatever. So I think the other ones I would not be able to lift. So
Are they too heavy to carry?
yeah,
Is
I
this the
think
same
so.
in game as well?
I think it's very similar in game too. I think quad is the easiest to carry. The other ones are really heavy.
So, hi everyone, I'm joined by Inspired after a pretty simple 2-0 versus Shopify. You actually
Yeah.
finished with a perfect KDA. So, go ahead and run me through what do you think happened today? Because I personally expected a little bit of a closer series.
Yeah, I mean, I also expected a closer series. I don't know. The game started. I didn't feel as fresh because we didn't play for a long time. I went into the game and first game, minute 3, I think, and then Jungle decided to stay on the ward for
Yeah.
like 1 minute, and then I was like, what's going on? It's a bit weird. And then they started just falling in front of us, like donating free kills. We played like early comps. We didn't really get contested on grabs either. So I don't know. It didn't really feel too challenging to play. I expected something more from enemy team.
Your guys' drafts I thought were very good today, and they seem pretty similar to the drafts you were doing last year.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about how Fearless is going to look going forward? Because I was on the coach stream with Basil, and I had said, I don't think you guys have really revealed anything after today. I think it was pretty much all champions people know you play.
Yeah, I think Fearless doesn't really affect best of threes too much. I think maybe going into game 3, it can actually affect more. I think game 2 is like slightly affected, but not really. Game 3 a little bit, but I think it's game 4 and 5 where it actually starts to be funny in Fearless. So as long as just finally best of 5, I think the Fearless won't really change that much. But at least you don't have like the same champs 2 games in a row. So that already changes a little bit, and I think it's better for viewer experience. So I don't know. I don't really mind it. I always played a lot of champs. It's better for me because in practice I don't have to play like the same champ like more than twice per day, because we play like block of 3 games and then another 3 games, and each of those blocks are fearless. So we have to play 3 different champs like each block. So in practice, like last year, for example, it happened that I played same champ like 3 or 5 times like a day. Now it doesn't happen, so that's nice.
Yeah, so you actually had a very interesting offseason. So you went back to Europe and you played a lot of CSGO.
Yeah.
So go ahead and run me through your love for CSGO. Because you're apparently pretty decent elo.
Yeah, I'm decent. I think CSGO has a lot of similarities to League. I think the tempo also exists in that game, and I think that's why. Like, I didn't really think about it when I played CS before I became a League Pro, but once I became a League Pro and went into CS, I can see like a lot of similarities in the game, like the way you can support each other and the way you can play with tempo in the game. I actually like used it a lot to my advantage, and just different game. I like it. I like to watch CS because I think it's more entertaining to watch than League. I don't really like watching League too much. Like, I like to watch late game, but the early game, mid game usually is a bit boring. While in CS, a lot of stuff is happening all the time. So I enjoy playing and watching CS, I guess.
Do you ever try and bring some of those? Because I know in CS, some things that are really big are like big reactions, big, cursing, I think, is a thing that's pretty common. So do you ever try and bring that into LTA now?
Not really, no. I don't really feel that way, but even in CS, I'm not really like a big aim guy because I have very high DPM on my mouse because I play League, and I don't really plan to adjust to CS yet. So maybe later, if I will be done with League, I will be playing CS a bit more seriously. But right now, I'm just playing it for fun, and I didn't really see anything that would benefit me playing CS into the League, but when I play League, I can see stuff that benefited me playing to CS. But I think it's because I'm not that good at CS, so I don't really see it like very in depth, so I can't really translate anything. But yeah, I just play it for fun.
Yeah, so one of the champions that was kind of your hidden pocket pick at Worlds was Nunu and Willump.
Yeah.
So if you're Nunu, which one of your teammates is Willump?
Think quad because it's the only one that I could like lift on my arms or whatever. So I think the other ones I would not be able to lift. So
Are they too heavy to carry?
yeah,
Is this the same in game as well?
I think it's very similar in game too. I think quad is the easiest to carry. The other ones are really heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the jungle pool has seen a lot of changes. We have players like Audi coming in,
Yeah.
XU's back. So what do you think about the current jungle state? Because I think it's a role that's like decent. You have players like River. I think Umpty's okay. I think Blabber's okay. Contract is usually pretty good. Didn't look like it today. But what do you think about the jungle pool right now and some of the new players?
Yeah, I think Blabber is pretty good as usual. I think he has the best mechanics out of all you named, and I think Umti is pretty good, like the playing for team wise, but I think his mechanics are pretty weak. Like every time I play against him, it seems like he's very lost in team fights. Like he's missing a lot of skill shot. His positioning is not that great, so it's like pretty easy to play against him. So I would say Blabber is the toughest to play, but I don't think he's like any special either. So overall, I don't really feel like the pool is too strong. I think the best jungler that probably was in NA that I had to play against was Piosik. I think when he was in NA,
Really?
he was probably the toughest one to face. But everyone else doesn't really seem like too good.
Yeah, and one thing I was also talking about is how Quad has his pocket pick of Cassiopeia,
Yeah.
but you also have a pocket pick in Evelyn. Now, you probably can't share drafts, but
Yeah.
what do you think about the state of Evelyn? Do you think she's okay? Because I play her in solo queue.
Nah, she's pretty
Yeah.
weak because if you take away the grabs as a jungler away from her, then because she's very weak, then you hit level 6 faster than her, and then she can't really kill anyone. I think HP items counter her, MR items counter her. She's pretty weak. Yeah. Then it's very ult reliant champ as well. So I don't really like to play it. I feel like right now the current meta, like if you go Akashan at 20 minutes and you are like slightly ahead because you should be ahead in the early game because you get grabs and second grabs for free, then Evelyn can't really do anything. Like she's weak in 5v5s. The speed push doesn't really exist because there's so many objectives, so you can't even pick people on side lanes. I think it's pretty weak.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be a while before she's good again.
Yeah, I think they need to buff her. Like they tried buffing her right now, but doesn't really seem too good. I don't know what items I would build on her. Maybe Lich Bane because it has a pretty good build path, but also I don't really want to buy Lich Bane. You need Death Cap, which is really expensive.
Yeah.
So
It's like Lich Bane Rocket Belt, kind of, sometimes.
Rocket Belt gives 6 AP, so it's like pretty useless. And you
Yeah.
get so much HP for Rocket Belt, so that item is bad on Evelyn. Like you don't want to spend
Like
gold
ever?
on HP. Yeah, ever. I think like if you buy the first recall 1.1k, the alternator, then you have to spend 800 for Kindle Gem,
Mhm.
which is absolutely useless, and then upgrade, which gives you just 20 AP. So
Mhm.
that's just so much gold wasted. So I think if you play it, you have to go Lich Bane and just try to get the first reset for a large rod, because then you play 1.2k for 80 AP, which is like pretty good. I think then you have damage to one-shot someone at level 6.
So am I trolling by building Rocket Belt?
Yeah, you are.
Fair
you should
enough.
do Lich Bane into Rabadon,
Mhm.
yeah, or Lich Bane into Void Stab Rabadon.
Yeah.
Every
So the
game.
last thing I have for you is last split, you meowed after you picked Ivern, and you picked Ivern today. So
Yeah.
can I get a meow for the fans before we go?
No, it's actually over.
It's over?
Yeah.
You don't meow anymore?
Yeah, only if I pick Yumi, but
I hope you don't pick Yumi. I think we might have some problems if you pick Yumi.
maybe.
Any words to the fans? You can look at this camera.
Thank you for watching, guys. Maybe no Ivern next week. Maybe something more interesting. Probably not. But
Probably not. Yeah, it's probably Ivern says one game, one
yeah,
game two.
probably. Maybe Maokai.
Maybe. If we're spicy. Yeah. Thank you so much, Inspired.
Thank you.